Security of lives and properties still remains everyone's concern. How do you protect your informants?
We never divulge them. Like now, I'm telling you, I've never given you a name.
And you have a sufficient arms that can fight these vandals?
We have sufficient arms, even though we're requesting for more.
What is community policing?
A partnership between the police and the immediate community in which we are policing.
Give the police enough information to serve you better.
For sponsorship and adverts, call the following numbers on your screen.
The menace of cultism has been identified as a major threat in Nigeria. In the past, cultism was limited to higher institutions, but recent events and popular opinion suggest that it has become so societal and household menace. The number of youths arrested and paraded by the police commands in Nigeria in relation to cult activities since January this year far outweighs the number of suspects of all other crimes put together. Number of youths have died or been maimed in the act of cultism in Nigeria. The government, police and parents are no longer at ease with the menace. A cult is a group of people whose membership, initiation process and activities are done in secret, with their activities having negative effects on both members and non-members. Students in both secondary and tertiary institutions are said to be the main member of this group. Their activities are done at odd places, which include river, valleys, cemetery, bushes, and others. Their activities include drinking of blood for new members, theft, rape, robbery, and some other social vices. Mr. Andrew, a lecturer, said, "People join cultism for academic excellence, to be respected and feel belonged, but most of these cults drops out of school, never graduate or graduate with poor grades, or even end up being killed by rivalry cults or by the police force." Anambra State, with its population of 5,527,809 people, Anambra's economy is mainly commercial driven. Business, traders, and citizens can benefit more from a safe and secure environment necessary for business to thrive. A safe and secure environment is achievable. Anambra State Police Command, as a result of loyalty and commitment to duty exhibited by the officers and men, recorded a remarkable achievement in crime fighting, ranging from armed robbery, kidnapping, communal crisis, one-chance syndicates, secret cults, thuggery, and other violent crimes in the state.
Security of lives and property still remains everyone's concern. So many young people are joining cults at an alarming rate. Never a day goes by somewhere that somebody doesn't die as a result of cult activities, which is sweeping across the country. What are the effects of cultism? How can we control cultism in our society? What are the solutions to cultism? On today's episode of Security Connect, we will be taking you to Awka, the capital of Anambra State, where the Commissioner of Police will be giving us answers to all our questions, plus the success of Operation Puff Adder and community policing. My name is Vivian, and you're watching Security Connect. Security of lives and properties still remains everyone's concern. How do you protect your informants?
We never divulge them. Like now, I'm telling you, I've never given you a name.
And you have a sufficient arms that can fight these vandals?
We have sufficient arms, even though we're requesting for more.
What is community policing?
A partnership between the police and the immediate community in which we are policing.
Give the police enough information to serve you better.
For sponsorship and adverts, call the following numbers on your screen.
A native of Ugoja in Cross River State, he holds a bachelor's degree in international studies and postgraduate diploma in criminal justice administration from the prestigious Ahmadu Bello University Zaria and University of Lagos, respectively. He was enlisted into the Nigerian Police Force as a cadet ASP on the 15th of March, 1988. My guest on the program today attended the peace support operations in Venza, Italy, an anti-terrorism management course with French National Police in Paris, France. Mr. Johnson Bassi Ebang, FDC, is the 28th Commissioner of Police, Anambra State Police Command.
Cultism is a menace that is presently plaguing our youths, in the sense that young men and women are initiated and promised all manner of El Dorado, which doesn't add up for somebody well brought up. But again, you see, you don't look at cultism in isolation. It has to do with the breakdown of family values. Because if there are family values, it will reduce cultism. And that's why for me as a command, I have encouraged stakeholders in Anambra State to do what I call mentoring of our youths through NGOs and individuals. That way, we go to secondary schools, to universities, and to town unions to talk to the young men and women on the dangers involved in being involved in cultism, who doesn't pay. Because we don't have to wait until somebody joins the court and is arrested and taken to court. So we are doing this other way of mentoring them through stakeholders, NGOs, and what have you. And it's working so far, so good, it's working for us. In Oka, Capital Territory, there were incidents of killings almost every fortnight on the streets of Oka. Same with Obosi Mpo. So when I got on board, I had to re-strategize. And I can say with all confidence, Oka has been stabilized, Obosi Mpo has been stabilized, and now we are working on areas like Ihiala, General area, and Nnewi. And we are achieving results. Just during the week, we paraded over 300 suspected cultists. And for your information, we have also been lucky. We have got some of them in court, and we've got judgment in our favor, and they are serving their term in jail. So I would say, under my watch, we have reduced cultism to a reasonable level that is can be tolerated, and we are still working on it. It's a work in progress. Very good. I will start by saying that I have a governor who loves security so very much, and that and as a result has invested so much in security of lives and property. I understand before I even came on board as the CP of the command, it was one of his campaign promises when he was seeking for election as the governor of this state. And when he came on board, he has done everything to support all security agencies, not just the Nigerian police force. And for your information, last year I was privileged when I reported towards the end of the quarter in December, he donated several platforms to the Nigerian police and other security agencies. And this has helped us to increase our visibility and thereby effectively policing the state. And that's why we say we pride ourselves as the safest state in Nigeria. I'm taking that leadership quality from my IG, because I know that since he came on board, he has ensured that our welfare is well protected. He has ensured that, you see, welfare is not about money. Welfare is all about ensuring that you provide platforms and making the men comfortable at their workplace. And that has watered down to the command level. And for me, I cannot do less than what he has set out to do himself. In the area of armed robbery, I would not like to blow my trumpet. I'm sure as you are around the state, they must have told you that Anambra is only notorious in the mindset of individuals. But on ground, you can move about, you won't hear that there's a robbery here or there. The reason being that we are proactive. My teams are patrolling all over the state, day and night, ensuring that we don't have robberies. And because of that, we have several cases of armed robbers being arrested, you know, in the process and then at times we track them and we get them arrested. Also, in the area of cultism, we have paraded several. And then, apart from core criminal matters, the command under my watch has been able to resolve several incidents that would have blown up to full-scale communal clashes where people will be shooting each other. In Umuchu, for example, where for several years they never had a town union election, which was about to cause a breakdown of law and order. But we intervened through ADR, Alternative Dispute Resolution, and we were able to settle them. And today they have an executive and they're living together without any rancor. If I take to Anambra East, Anambra West, we have in a Banku or more general area where on arrival I was welcomed with an attempt to cause disaffection and a crisis. We intervened and summoned all parties to this office, and today there's normalcy in that general area. How about Umumbu and Omo, another community, where it was not about land boundaries per se, but rather it was about a federal government river basin development area where every Nigerian resident in Anambra State is free to go lease land there and farm. But some individuals were trying to appropriate that power to themselves, and it caused disaffection. But with the timely intervention of the command, we were able to reduce what would have turned out to a full-scale crisis. And of course, recently the Achala, Urum communities where we also intervene. Even as we speak, I have my men on ground there for preventive measures. I can go on and on and on. There are so many and several. My message to India Anambra and Nigerians resident in Anambra is that they should go about their lawful duties and legitimate vocations without fear of molestation. And I also like to implore them to do the needful by volunteering information to our personnel. Where they are not confident with my men in the field, they should feel free and reach me on my personal numbers, because my phone numbers are there in the public domain, and I take my calls whether the individual is on my call log or not. So we are ready to serve them because we have been given all the enablement to serve them, and that is our promise to them. Thank you very much.
Security of lives and properties still remains everyone's concern. Why do you protect your informants?
We never divulge them. Like now, I'm telling you, I've never given you a name.
And you have a sufficient arms that can fight these vandals?
We have sufficient arms, even though we're requesting for more.
What is community policing?
A partnership between the police and the immediate community in which we are policing.
Give the police enough information to serve you better.
For sponsorship and adverts, call the following numbers on your screen.
Chairman, Police Community Relation Committee, Area Command Onitsha, Mr. Victor Agubisi, fondly called Action Chairman, also commended the efforts of the Anambra State government in the provision of security gadgets and patrol vehicles that will enable them attain invisible heights in their security work. Also described the Commissioner of Police as a man of honor, great achiever, lover of peace, and crime fighter, while reading out the achievement of the PCRC Area Command Onitsha.
Our governor has been very, very helpful to police, because the governor is a gallant crime fighter. He's a gallant crime fighter, and he has already helped police to see that they work very, very effective on the area of vehicles. Has provided them vehicles, not only once. I've been doing that to make them very effective on crime fighting. And I believe also, as other areas, he's also helping police, maybe under by cash or whatever. But I know that this governor, his main priority is to see that this issue of crime is being eradicated in Anambra State. That is one of his main aim. Worker before, you cannot go there easily. But since he's moving as governor of this Anambra state, has done a lot. You can sleep there with your load and nothing will happen to your load, neither you. Actually, the crime rate in this state has reduced a minimum because of the strategy the CP, I should say, is using. And like what we used to see in those days, people cannot go to bank and withdraw money and go free. And this issue of kidnapping is rampant in Anambra State. Armed robbery, even anti-cultism is also rampant. But this time around, you find out that it's very, very hard before you hear anything about kidnapping. In fact, for the past months or years, months now, going barely a year now, personally, I have not witnessed where they say somebody is being kidnapped. And armed robbery case, those that move at night, knocking at people's door, has that one, you don't talk about it again as far as Anambra State is concerned. There are other methods some of them are using, like this cultism. And for CP to make sure that he take care of that one the way he ought to, they have drafted anti-cult men to some divisions. It's not only where they have their headquarters at Enugu, in some divisions, so that they can now get to root of their base all over the Anambra State. And that one has already, helped to control crime.
Security of lives and properties still remains everyone's concern. How do you protect your informants?
We never divulge them. Like now, I'm telling you, I've never given you a name.
And you have sufficient arms that can fight this vandal?
We have sufficient arms, even though we're pushing for more.
What is community policing?
A partnership between the police and the immediate community in which we are policing.
Give the police enough information to serve you better.
For sponsorship and adverts, call the following numbers on your screen.
Thanks for watching today's episode. Let's meet again next week for yet another interesting episode. Remember, security of lives and property still remains everyone's concern. Stay out of trouble, keep safe, and be security conscious. My name is Vivian Onwasanya.